Hi, I'm Dr. Sylvia, and this is KidsArt4 Hearts. Today, you're going to learn some origami, which is the Japanese art of paper folding, and you're going to learn a special storigami, or a story, about a square of paper and how to take care of your body, and especially your heart. Today, we're going to do origami, which is from the words ora and kami, Japanese words for paper and folding, which is an ancient art and which is learned by all Japanese school children. As we do it, we'll make 10 folds and tell a story with each step, telling you as a child everything you would need to know to take care of your heart and important things you need to know to take care of your body. If you were doing this in a group, say at school or Sunday school or in a camp, you would not only make one heart, but you would make 3. The first heart you would contribute to a much larger heart for a giant installation, teaching lots of people about how to take care of their hearts. The second heart you would contribute for the works from your class or your school to go up in, for example, the bulletin board. And the third heart you would write on the inside something you had learned from today about what you would like to do at home with your family or for yourself, one thing you've learned about how to take better care of yourself, one fun thing you would like to do to take care of your body and your heart. For now, we're going to start with our piece of paper. Everyone will pick up a square, hold it in the air so I know we're all together. And this one square stands for the one heart you have inside your chest. If you have one thing that you can't live without, does it seem important to take care of it? Yes. So we're going to learn how to take care of that one thing you can't live without. We'll start, as we do with all origami, by putting our paper flat and smooth on the tabletop. We'll put the tip towards our belly button, and this fold we will lift the tip to the top. We will exactly cover the upper 2 edges with the bottom 2 edges, and the tip will cover the top. And then we'll make a smooth, neat, even fold. When we finish, we'll pick up the shape, and everyone can say the name of the shape, which is a triangle. When everyone's ready, we take a finger and we say the 3 things that every child needs to know to take care of their heart. Let's move. We say it all together. Let's move.
Let's move.
Eat right. Don't smoke. And now's a really good time, if people are alone at home, to think about it. If people are together with parents or if a class is together, for people to tell each other their favorite thing to do to move. Moving for adults is at least 30 minutes a day. For kids, 1 to 2 hours a day. Activity, running, jumping, playing, soccer, baseball, organized sports, or playing on your own, it doesn't matter. It's staying physically active. Really important. Now we'll open it and find that we've created 2 shapes. One is a line and 2 triangles. In origami, this type of fold is called a valley fold. We'll put this valley, or holler as we call it here in Kentucky, down pointing towards our belly button. Again, tip towards the belly button. And this time, but not every time, we'll be making the same kind of fold. We'll carefully lift the tip towards the top, covering the edges, and make a smooth, neat, even fold. And when we lift the triangle this time, as we touch those points, feeling the point with our finger, people will say the 3 things that we need to know to take care of our hearts.
Let's move. Eat right. Don't smoke.
Exactly. Thank you. Now, we've talked about moving, how important it is, and what fun things, and so many of them there are, different people like. As far as eating right, the way to do that is also fun. It's eating your colors. Eating your colors means half your plate should be filled with beautiful fruits and vegetables. Fresh or frozen, but half your plate, fruits and vegetables every day. So, people can also think about if they're home alone, or talk to their buddy, whisper in their shoulder buddy's ear if they're at school, favorite fruits and favorite vegetables. All right? When that's done, people will put the square on the table flat and smooth again. Actually, after they've noticed what shapes we've made now. And the shapes we've made this time are 4 triangles, like the 4 chambers of our heart. That constantly beating muscle. Our heart is a muscle that beats inside our chest every minute of every day we're alive, from the time we're born till the time that we ideally live to our 90s. And for a big person, it's 60 to 100 times a minute. So for the friends I've taught this to in their 90s, that means their hearts have beat over 1 billion times. And that's something people can calculate for themselves later. That math is fun to do. But for now, we'll take those 4 chambers, those 4 triangle rooms, put them flat, and make a jazz hand, moving our hand around for fun. Right hand. Right hand comes to the right tip and brings that right tip to the intersection, the crossing of the lines, right in the middle, and makes a smooth, neat fold to make a beep, 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 a little triangle like your beating heart. And that right half of the heart, it sends the blood to what's on either side of our heart. On either side of our hearts, and let's do that together, is our lungs. And what we get from our lungs, that blood goes and gets what's in the fresh, clean air up here. We need that oxygen. We need the fresh air. And we're fortunate, with no pollution and no smoke, then our lungs can give the heart what it needs and get rid of the waste gas. So that fresh, clean air up here is so important for our lungs, our heart, and the rest of our body. Now we're going to put it back down, leaving the right side small triangle on the right. Do jazz hands, move our left hand around a little bit. Take the left tip and bring it all the way across. This is a different fold, a little tricky, let's pay attention. Straight across that middle line all the way to the base, the bottom of the little triangle at the middle intersecting line. Make that smooth, neat, even fold. And presto! Now there's a big triangle. And that's like the big left side of the heart. And the big left side of the heart, it goes to the muscles. The muscles of our whole body, our arms, our legs, and even the muscle of the heart. And even the muscle of the heart needs the fresh oxygenated blood that came back from the lungs. It needs it every minute. It can't go for more than a few minutes without getting into trouble. That would be a heart attack. So that's why we learn CPR. So here's that big side. Here comes a tricky fold, so let's pay attention. We're going to take our scissor fingers and put them in that middle line. Right now, this is what we call a mountain fold, and we need to put our scissor fingers in the middle of the big triangle with the base towards our belly button and flip it up. We're going to make it so the edges all exactly, evenly, symmetrically cover each other. Put it on the table and make a smooth, even fold. Then when we open it, now we have a valley fold again. But here's the tricky, important part. The base, the bottom of the big triangle, which is on the top, right here. The top triangle is the big one, and the base or bottom of that triangle, shaped like this, needs to be towards your belly button. There'll be a line up the middle dividing it, making it into 2 right triangles. And now is the tricky fold. We're going to put a pointy finger in the middle, and this tip will come above the top, dividing the right triangle in half so that the bottom of that right triangle will come exactly touching the middle line. So tip to the top, bottom covers the middle line, smooth, neat fold, and now you have half a beating heart. And the half beating heart reminds us the first thing we need to do to take good care of our hearts, which is let's move. Okay? So let's move, let's move, let's move. Okay, we put it back down. The same idea, a pointy finger at the bottom, tip up to the top to bring that base to the middle. It'll exactly touch the other side. Smooth, neat line. Eat right, eat right, eat right. The other thing we do to take care of our hearts. But notice, for the fresh, clean air we need, we can't smoke. And smoking means smoking, vaping, Any of those give us the addictive substance that cause problems and lead to smoking. So it's really important that we don't smoke because that's bad for our heart, bad for our lungs, and can cause a lot of other problems. So now, is that heart perfect? No. Are people perfect? No. And in fact, the number one reason that grown-ups might need to go to a doctor or the hospital is heart disease. The number one reason kids, when they're first born, might have a problem with their body not being formed correctly is what we call congenital heart disease or a heart defect. So you get to be the doctor. It's very easy in this case. We're going to take a little fold at the tip, another little fold at that tip, making teeny tiny triangles to bend back the top tips of the heart, just tiny triangles, and we will also bend back these corners, helping hold our heart together. And now you've been the doctor, you've made the heart better, and you have a 10-fold KidsArt4Heart origami heart to help remind you how to take good care of your body and your heart.